Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Last video for whatever this is, Tuesday. Well, actually, there's only I'm on Monday. Today I didn't really do anything, almost Tuesday. Monday I didn't really upload anything. This was probably going to be the only upload right now, which is Magi, 186. This chapter actually pissed me off. Yes. This actually pissed me off, this chapter. Now I'm going to say it. Hey, Ikari Trigger. He ain't coming back. Sorry, man. Ah, shit. I know he was saying, Titus, he's still alive. He's gonna come back. Guess what? Ain't happening. Ain't happening, man. It's just not. It's a done deal, man. So, beginning of this, and this chapter was called Kouen, like the Ko Empire, Kouen and Alibaba. Now, I'm really upset at this chapter. This chapter pissed me off. I'm like, I officially hate the Ko Empire. I officially hate them. Why? Very simple. No one in that empire knows what the fuck they're doing. They don't. And to be honest with you, none of the princes and princesses that are in the empire, they have no power. That's the way I look at it. I'm sorry. It's like, because what Kouen did was he totally trolled fucking Alibaba, and then calling him shameful. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. You have your mother is bent on world destruction, and you're bad-mouthing Alibaba? That pissed me off, but I'll get to that later. Beginning of this chapter, we basically have the black doom of death. The Black Doom of Death. That's we call this thing. And yeah, that's pretty much what this was. It was the Black Doom of Death coming out from the sky. And everyone's looking on. Everyone's scared shitless. And we get like page 7. We have Empress Review-Kouen, which is the mother of all these princes and stuff, looking on, and we see what remains of Titus and Mogamet. Now, Mogamet is like a husk. That's pretty much what Mogamet looks like. He's like a black husk, so he's pretty much finished. And we see Marga, and she's holding on to the skeleton, what remains of Titus. And yeah, Titus is pretty much dead, people. That ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. We are moving on from that. And I think it's the guys that were there. There were 2 guys there, briefly talking about, to invoke the will of the Father, using all that Magi was released, and so on and so forth. And this is on page 7, it's because the great quantity of Magi that Magastat was hidden, and accumulated, became a scapegoat for the lives of people underground. And this is like a furnace for almost 10 years. This is an explanation of that. And then we see the Empress, and she's like, no, this is something that the people of this world did on their own, saying that it was the people of the world who brought this about. And saying that even though that boy didn't build the furnace directly, himself betrayed King Solomon, even if he deeply respected and loved him, in some way the humans by themselves desire to oppose the great flow of this world. And also basically she was saying, and then she's like so excited, saying, 10 years later, and saying like, Father, we finally meet, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And she's like going on saying, your hands will be guided by the medium, and in the instant they touch the surface, this world will change. A pure scenery where only a black sun shines, just like in Alma Toron. And I was like, this woman needs to back the fuck off. Now, here's why I'm upset with this chapter. If it wasn't for the part with the Empress, and then this thing with Alibaba and Kouen, I probably wouldn't have been as upset. But because she was shown, and then we go here to where Alibaba is confronting one of the princes of, him, Kouen, and the way he treated Alibaba, I'm like, wait a minute. Back the fuck off. Back the fuck off. First of all, why don't you step back? Okay, you need to step back. Because number one, the Empress is a fucking psychopath. And she's trying to send the world to damnation. Yet, you're disrespecting Alibaba? Why don't you get your priorities straight, motherfucker? And deal with that first. Before you start disrespecting other people. At least that's the way I felt. Because it's so bullshit, Because basically what he did, Kouen, was... He's introduced as Alibaba, and then everyone's giving an evil eye to him. Because of what happened in Alibaba's home, country of Balbad, giving him the evil eye because of what happened, saying that he left and he was hiding in Cinderia, and so on and so forth. And he's just referencing that he's not surprised that they know about him, and Alibaba's saying, for the sake of my future, this is the only person who I can't turn my back on. Pretty much. And then he tells Kouen, basically, I stepped on the battlefield in order to protect the life of the third prince of the Koh Empire, Ren. And I was like, why did you say that? And everyone's, you badass, dude. And they were treating him like dog shit. And I'm like, do these people realize their Empress is evil? Do they realize that? Or is it that they're just too dumb and stupid, they don't realize that yet? That's what pisses me off about the Koh Empire. I might even do a video during the week about this. Because, personally, I don't like the Koh Empire anymore. I lost my respect. They lost my respect. Because they dissed Alibaba, Kouen mostly. Everyone else dissed them as well. And they don't know dog shit of what's going on. They don't know anything, in my opinion. In fact, the Koh Empire, I would say, root of all evil. Root of all evil. I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. I don't like the Koh Empire. I think they're a bunch of bastards. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. Who's with the Koh Empire? Judal. Yeah. So, hey, and I'm not saying Kouen, he's evil too, but disrespecting Alibaba and then not realizing that, oh, your mother is a fucking harlot, evil bitch, is kind of stupid. And kind of, idiotic, in a way. But, it's obvious that he doesn't know to a certain extent. So, yeah. And basically what he says, Kouen, is, he says, aren't you looking down on me since you have already lost your country? But he says, but I have to thank you. You did a good job in saving Koa. And these two dumb motherfuckers, this guy with an ugly face with a mustache saying, he's a shame. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Back the fuck off. Yeah, I keep saying that when your Empress decides to send darkness of hell shit on your asses, and you become nothing but primordial soup. That just pissed me off. And then, yeah, that brat made a prince in their first meeting. What a shameless brat. And then this guy with the mustache said that boy was the one whose intentions were seen through, and he was embarrassed with the deepness of his heart. That's a real pity. And then Alibaba's just looking at it. Aladdin's looking at Alibaba, says Alibaba, and then looking down, and then Aladdin realizes shit's about to happen, and he sees the darkness, coming down, and is saying it appeared. And Yelena calls old man Cohen, old man, and says to send his soldiers back. I beg you. They will all die, saying that whole stuff. And basically he's saying that we need to leave. He's stating that, and then they don't believe him. And he says, if you don't have time, if you don't believe me, then the situation will be explained directly by your jinns. And he brings them out. And they're saying, we are here to serve you, our king, and the reincarnation of our past great king. And it says, they're here, they're here, they're here. And that's where the chapter ends. So, and I feel this is a good chapter. I gave it a 4 out of 5, but I'm so upset with the Ko Empire right now. That is so fucking disrespectful. So fucking disrespectful. I understand that Alibaba, he left Balbad and he went to Cinderia. That's understandable. But you have no right to say that when the empress of your own fucking empire is actually trying to turn the world into shit. Now that's the way I see it. Tell me what you guys think. Because personally, I think all the royalty in the Ko Empire, they're stupid. It's stupid. The only one who knows the truth, at least to some extent, that I know, is, Zuko, Haruyuki. He's the only one who knows the truth about the Empress, about his mother. No one else does, only him. And no one's doing jack shit about it. I mean, she said, father, she's trying to turn the world into shit. I mean, come on. And Aladdin has to show him, like, wake the fuck up, motherfucker. Your soldiers are going to get annihilated by what's coming out of the sky. And that's what pissed me off. They were ignorant. Yes, the Ko Empire is ignorant. Ignorant. They're ignorant. When I first read this chapter, I was pissed. I don't like Alibaba. I don't like that shit. Especially when the Ko Emperor doesn't even know what the fuck is going on in their own country. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know the Empress is a crazy, homicidal bitch, and she's trying to turn the world into shit. You know? But hey, that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think. This is Bankai 922, 4 out of 5. This was a good chapter. So now I guess what's going to happen is, and personally, I think it's bullshit because you think about it this way. Aladdin, I've sold him. And, if you disrespect Alibaba, but it seems like what's going to happen is they're going to have to stop this because it's coming down from the sky, and they're going to have to join forces because if they don't, they're all going to be fucked. So, yeah. So yeah, that's the story, people. I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry, but I don't like the Ko Empire anymore. They're stupid, and they're ignorant of what's going on around them. Completely ignorant. They have no idea what the fuck is going on. I say it like how it is. I say it like how it is. That's the story. Tell me what you guys think. I will see you guys